All right, so this is the soil map that we've looked at. We've looked at map symbols. Really, it's just a shorthand for the map unit, which is your soil series name. Some more information that we can get from this website. If you look back up here to the top, we've selected our area of interest. We've looked at the soil map. Let's look at the Soil Data Explorer for a little bit now. So we click on that tab, and again, it brings up another bit of information. Same map on the right, so we're looking at the same data, just a little bit of a different area. So we can look and see building site development. If we were going to build a house, how would it do in this particular location in the soil we have? So you can see it looks at things such as corrosion of concrete. So certain soils have high levels of acid that can corrode concrete, steel. It talks about basements. And so we can come in here and we can actually view where in this field would potentially we have issues with basements as far as putting them in. And so if I click on view description, it gives me a quick little description of what does it mean when it says dwellings with basements. How did they do the rating? What does it mean when it gives you a certain rating? And so then if I click view rating, it'll think for a little bit and it'll provide me with a map that shows me, hey, look, areas that are green, you can put a building with a basement on there and you really don't have many problems. Areas that are yellow, some issues may exist. You can probably put a house on if you needed to, but it's not really all that well suited. Areas that are red, there's something wrong. In the case of this field, the areas that are red are areas that are prone to flooding, have high water tables, and so not something you want to have. You want to try to have a dry basement. These areas that are yellow, it's because of the clay content in the B horizon does not allow drainage. And so, by coming here, I can very quickly determine that, you know what? If I want to build a house in this particular area here, this is about the only location up here in the green is about the only spot I really want to even look at as far as dwellings with basements. And I got all that with a couple of clicks of my mouse coming to this one website. Some other information. It's got local roads and streets, information, construction materials, talking about, if we wanted to try and get gravel from there or road fill. What about if we wanted to find some sand, some topsoil? Is it a good place to get topsoil or not? Land classifications. What's it classified as? Is it good for irrigation? Is it good for other particular uses? Recreational development. What if we were trying to do a campsite or off-road ATV activities? Picnic areas, playgrounds, all kinds of information that we could look at, and it would very quickly tell us, what areas in this field may be suitable for those sorts of things, or should we look elsewhere? Some other information, productivity. The one we want to look at under here is the Iowa Corn Suitability Rating. The Iowa Corn Suitability Rating, if you read the description, is really an attempt to take all these different physical properties that may impact the rate at which corn grows and to quantify it down to a single number. It's a number from 10 to 100, 100 being the best, and the lower it is, the less productive it is. And so let's go ahead and let's view the rating for this field and see what kind of a view we get. So what does that mean? Well, if we look down here, we'll notice the 83B. 83B down here, it's got a corn suitability rating of 87. Pretty good. Very high up. Very respectable. However, you look down here, we've also got one here that's got a corn suitability rating of 20. That's very low. That's not very good. And I notice it's the 284C. See, it's this corner right here. And so there's something with this soil here that is not well suited for corn growth. And so if you're thinking about buying a farm, you come to this website, you can very quickly find out, what's the corn suitability rating of this field, how much of the field is considered good, how much the field is considered, not so good. You notice here, yes, these are low numbers, but you're talking about just over 3 acres total area here. And so corn suitability rating, it's a way to rate the ability of an area to produce corn, and to do so in a map that very quickly tells you how good or how poor is this field at actually producing corn and how much should I pay if I'm going to buy it.